Should be live, I believe. We should be alive. All the other chat. Move it over here. And then write my 2 test messages. Okay. There it is. Cool. We're all good. Give me a second. I'm gonna reset the Twitch one real quick. No issues. What was what in the world was that? Just kind of like crashed there for a second. Yeah, Twitch side went down for a second. I think I've gotten it back. I do not know. Give it a second. I'll give it a second. While I do, I'm gonna go ahead and figure out where I set down my controllers. Hello. I've got to move over to the screen. There we go. Hey, look at that. We're here. Cool. I dropped my stuff on the floor. Give me a second to fix that. Gotta love wearing clothes that have pockets that aren't full pockets. Okay. Now, as long as everything else is fine, it does look fine. Doesn't look like we're having another drop. I don't know what happened before, but we're here now. Full screen my view. There we go. And we should get started. It should already be saved, so let's just hit back. Starting the trial day. February 23rd, 9:34 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Actually, if we were to be smart about this, I can put OBS on this other screen right now, because I don't expect anyone to be speaking on Discord right now. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me. No matter what the outcome, I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, Sid. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes. Hello! Hopefully everything's running properly. It looks like it. But hello. Echoes. Echo. Oh. A defense attorney should never believe their client. What? The defendant is called to the trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. It's almost like they're almost the same character model. And that is... You're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. Are we back? Still dead. back again. Who knows? I'm waiting right here. Nothing was really missed. Okay, good. We're back. Okay. Nothing was truly missed. Other than the fact that we're talking about how Phoenix Wright is going to be the only person in the courtroom. There's going to not be a Maya Fey or, Mia Fey or any of the Fey family. No clue what's going on with my internet. It doesn't seem like it's, the worst. It just seems to be dropping and coming back. Don't know what's going on. But, oh well. We'll continue on. And I'll just make sure that if it crashes, we just keep on pausing and waiting for it to come back. I don't know. We'll see. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. February 23rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 9. Number 9. 2 number 9s. A number 9. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. The defendant is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edward. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will not pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. Professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. And you, sir. Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It's too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? We up again. There's a possibility we're up again, but I don't know. We'll give it a minute. Again, it's straight up just a drop and back up. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, what's going on with Twitch right now? Twitch doesn't seem to want to come back for some reason. Okay, come back, Twitch. Because the internet's going down again. Hey, though. What is the issue where my internet just wants to bounce up and down? On this game, too, I'm trying to have fun here. As soon as I that we've had this issue. So, oh, great. Here, I'll go ahead and get this ready. So that people aren't confused when they come over and they see that it's stuck on a screen for a while. This will do nothing for anyone except for making me feel better. Up there. How about that? How about that? Does that work? I don't like that. Whoops. Don't do that. How about don't do that? How about that? That's not much better, but it'll be what we have. Okay, cool. Gone. Yeah, Twitch does not want to be reached. I mean, I'd be mad at me too if my stream went down like that. Oh well, sorry Twitch if you have people saying stuff, I can't see it. Gotta refresh YouTube to make sure it's running at a decent rate. Or it can't, so, right, neither of them are gonna work? Neither. Isn't it fun to stream when you have no clue what's going on with your internet? Oh, yeah, neither of them can be reached. Yet it says no internet, yet I can see there's internet. Math ain't mathin'. How could there be internet and no internet at the same time? One of these things is lying to me. Either it's my desktop or it's my OBS. My OBS seems to have been lying to me. But I don't know if that's true or not. I just want to play the game. Don't ask what's going on. I don't know. Or is the stream even going? Like, that's my question. I'm gonna check from my phone. Is the stream even occurring at the moment? I don't know. Even my phone's having problems with the internet. That's great. Let's go over... Nope. does seem like I am technically live, but at the same time, again, I can't see anything, so I don't know. Here, I guess well, no, that won't work. I don't want my Switch going to sleep. I wanted to see if I can get something else done, but... Oh, really? YouTube's not receiving enough stuff? Oh, who would have guessed? What can I even do in the meantime? There's not even anything to do in the meantime. There's no backup without internet. Yeah, really. Not sure of anything I can do. At least we get to listen to his music while I try to figure out what the heck is going on. Isn't this a thrilling YouTube video if this is even being, streamed still on YouTube? I can't even get to YouTube. So, I don't even know if this is even on YouTube, but hey, people on YouTube, that's great. Hey, you guys. Hey, people not of YouTube and on Twitch side, hey, we can't do anything until this fixes itself, because I have no clue if this is even being recorded or not. Yo, 101 subscribers, thanks for that, but again, on another video where I can't see anything. Why can it not happen on a day when I can see things? Oh, wait. Looking like I'm able to get back to the site. That'd be nice if I could do that. Oh, wait. Doesn't look like that's a thing. Oh, hey, Gio. It's not going great. If you're in the chat, it's not going great. You can see the message. It's been a hectic stream so far, and it keeps going up and down for no reason. Nothing I can figure out. I don't know if it's stable or what. We're just gonna pretend it's stable, and we're going to try to continue. If it drops again, well, I don't know what to do then. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? Yeah, 10 minutes later we're back to this and it's gonna die again. I already know it. Name, profession, now. Me? The name's Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. Prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry it up. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. What? Miss Star was a detective? Aha! I know who you are. Cough up. Cough up, Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see. Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Star. If I might have the court's attention over here. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. Block B is for visitors and clients. A divider chain separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor spaces, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with the knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot. And who was this valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor. Parking lot, floor plans added to the court record. You can already bet that the chat's broken, so we're just gonna restart. If we can even. I don't even think Twitch is gonna restart, so sorry if the chat's broken and we can't see you. I'm sorry. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after I apprehended the chief prosecutor. Seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright, I can't agree on your principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. I shall proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining. If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Starr. Wait, are they talking about me? Again, with this no internet. I don't know what's going on today. Witness's account. Somehow, I already knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Through the wired fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. Garish, I don't know. Yeah, of course it is. I don't know what's going on. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust... What? Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Which is not working. Yeah, I know that, Gio. Nothing's working. Thank you, though. Thank you for coming over here. But... yeah, no, Twitch ain't working, YouTube ain't working, internet ain't working, nothing is working today. I hate it. But we're trying our best to do whatever we can with whatever broken stuff's going on. I don't know what's going on. But whatever, as long as it's somehow recording it, it's recording it. Then she thrusted the pointy... yeah, then she thrust, not thrusted. Then she thrust. Why would you say it like that? The pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching. As you can see, there's no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing. What do you think about the new way of writing? I like it. I do like it. It's good. I wish Twitch would start working again. I wish everything would start working again. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed took me longer. Into Detective Goodman. Oh, hey, look. Twitch is open back up. Does that mean it's working? I don't know. Also, your icon loaded. What the heck is... whatever. Well, Twitch isn't working. Don't say that. Everything works now. Next to the garish car, maybe. Yeah, it's next to the garish car. Yeah, it's a garish car. Yeah, whatever. Twitch is in pieces, but it's there. It's there. I don't know if chat's working at all, but it's there. I don't know. I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound. Flesh wound. Mr. Wright? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. I didn't see anything. I'm too distracted by what's going on. We're gonna have to take a bit to figure this out. Somehow I always knew that a day like this would come. Why? How did you know? I respect the prosecutor. Basic adherence of crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. Takes more time, to be honest. I'll try to do the best possible to make more lore, to make more events. I'll stop for a while the really important main events. Okay. Yeah, it's up to you. Don't force yourself to do stuff. We don't need a new thing on there every single day. All the events are important in a way, but I'd like to return to Goofy. Yeah, that would be nice too. It's all up to you. This is your project. I mean, it's my channel, but it's your project. You're the one who started it. So, it's your decision. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Oh yeah, Gio, if you ever wonder why her voice is like that, it's because I accidentally gave her the voice I was supposed to give I accidentally gave her voice to another person, and so I had to flip their voices just to, keep the joke rolling. And now, if they ever do a question mark, I'll read it in my normal voice until I know who the character is, so we never have this problem again. Miss Star, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. It's changed a bit, but it was supposed to be the Western voice. I just wanted to change it because her words aren't really Western. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Laid off? She was fired? To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. Very well. You may continue, Miss Starr. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective intuition at work. What do you mean by that? You sensed something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder? It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds. What? I have no idea what that means. I agree with you. Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. A young cheese? A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. Then it must be hard... Wait, what? God, this is hurting me. Then it must be hard, yellowed, and sharp as a tack. Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match. Can we stop talking about cheese, please? In any case, there in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. Through the wired fence, I saw that. Okay, garish car. By a garish car, you mean Mr. Edgeworth's car? Yes. Mr. Edgeworth's car? Incidentally, the knife which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's. Wasn't it? Indeed it was. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you sure it was the defendant? I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. Wait, why am I giving her that voice? I'm certain it was her. Sorry about the lapse in voice. If she's telling the truth, then we're doomed. Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms, ergo, you are a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. That was inspiring. I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism. I may be regulated to the lowest post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. A photograph? You took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap, I took a photo. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera. I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see anything. This looks like her. The moment of the crime. Photographed by Angel Star. Uh-oh, that's unmistakably Lana Sky. So what was the defendant doing at the time? Holding a knife in her right hand. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all. Yes. That's about right. Prosecutors are, by nature, well-versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify as her ability to kill an egg. I mean a person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would be a better metaphor. Just stop with the metaphors. So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Hey, Pixel. Welcome to Internet Dropping Hell. I'm glad you're here. That's cool to see your profile pictures changed. I like the new one. I remember you put that in the chat. That was great. Then she thrusted the pointy... It should be then she thrusted! Why does it say then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest? What? Yippee, I love this content. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Tell the court why you didn't stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife strike, no? The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late? Yes. The next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. Well, what do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calm. Don't smile like that. Okay, I didn't do this one. This boyfriend, he's the detective. Not that boyfriend, the security guard. That boyfriend? You have several? Yes. This boyfriend, that boyfriend, the other boyfriend. Care to join? The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. I'll stick with the lunches, thanks. Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. Security guard room is the lot in A block. On the second level, you can see everything from there. That would be the security... the room with the security sign. Oh my god. Isn't that, like, illegal to bribe an authority or attorney? Yeah! This place really doesn't have rules. You learn that quickly. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchbox by car? Since I'm a visitor, now, I park in B block. Why can't you say block B? Why do you have to say B block? So, she was in B block. When the witness... Wait, when she witnessed the crime. Well, okay. I need to look at things, I guess. One knife blow. Traces of the victim's blood, no prints. I still think that's SL9. That is definitely February 21st. That is not December 2nd, 675. That's definitely February 21st, SL9. But we haven't figured that out yet, I guess. There's a car elevator there. I mean... That's her! Wait a second. Okay, I'm gonna save real quick. Why does that plush look like it's screenshot was straight up from a show? Plush? Plush? What plush are you talking? Are you talking about this thing? This isn't a plush. No, that's this thing. It's the blue badger. It's the blue badger. It's the police mascot. We all love the blue badger. Yeah, it has nothing to do with this case right now, so we'll figure that out later. Okay. Sorry. Did I already save? I gotta do it again, just in case. Okay. What we're gonna do is... There's a problem with the photo, I realized. If this is a photo, like, before the crime, why would she have blood on the jacket already? And the jacket. I don't know. I don't think it'll work like this, but... no it doesn't. Sorry, I'm gonna save scum real quick. Where's the knife in this photo? Oh, here it is! Okay, I did the wrong one. It's this one. And you witnessed it? You saw Miss Sky... Okay, I was one off. It's fine. You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife. As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch. I'm sure that is a fine lunch. But, isn't that odd? Look at... Look at this photograph! Every time it makes me laugh. This is the photograph you took of the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Judges agrees. Ahem. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? What? Objection? Not objection! Just... Objection? That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet it was still stronger than your even feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. It was taken the moment after the stabbing. Objection! Objection! And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. Huh? The dark crimson stain on the chief prosecutor's coat. But it's a black and white photograph. Yeah, guys, don't forget. This is set in 2017. In 2017, we still had black and white photographs. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? No! This photo should not be in black and white. There should not be a black and white photo in 2017. Who's got vintage cameras? This is a lunchbox camera. A lunchbox camera should be more than black and white. No, this game is set in 2017. It is physically, you go look it up, it says Phoenix Wright is set in 2016 for the first game, and it's past December, so this would be 2017. Because people use payphones still. No, not just that. Don't forget, the prosecutor in 2016 uses a flip phone. Sorry. Let me repeat that. The 29-year-old prosecutor uses a flip phone. Tell me there is a 29-year-old in 2017 that was using a flip phone still. They're like the first people that would jump on the iPhone bandwagon. This is why you don't try to predict the future. No, I know, Pixel. I know. Yeah, you don't predict the future because you fail. Yes. It's hard to tell. This could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright. Yeah, I used to have a flip phone too. That was because my parents couldn't afford the other one. But that wasn't in 2017. By 2017, I had a regular phone. And the only reason I didn't have one when I was younger was because I wasn't old enough to have a phone that was that way. Or, you know, the fact is, that doesn't happen in this day and age. Like, freaking 5-year-olds probably have an iPhone. But parents used to do that thing where they're like, we can't trust you with this piece of technology. Get the dumber one first. Then later on we can trust you. Now it's just like, everyone gets the new thing. Who cares? Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem? Except you. Mr. Wright, are you gonna just sit there and take that kind of abuse? Eric, you got a better idea? Objection. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. That's it. You run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understand, but good advice. Yo, you speaking facts. I don't know what facts you're speaking, but you're speaking them. That's basically... How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hand in the photograph. Hands in the photograph. Well, those are gloves. Surgical gloves. Made with thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. Whoa, get away from me, Edgeworth. Get away! Take a picture. These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Wow, holy cow. I can't say anything. Premeditated murder. A serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. The murder was planned. Rubber gloves prove it. Bye, Gio. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves? Like driving gloves. The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It's only a flesh wound. Scientifically speaking, Star's testimony is flawless. Blah, 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 blah. We already reasoned. Yeah, I know, internet drop. What you missed is it's premeditated. That's it. Sorry, I can't really go back in time in this game. Sorry. Yeah, I know. It happens. I don't know what does it. It's just like for a second it drops and then it comes back and then it drops and then it comes back. What currently Twitch is down. Sorry, Twitch people. But that's why I had the message at the top. I don't know what's going on with my internet. And it's my internet, it's not my computer. I am noticing that, because my internet will blink red every once in a while. Randomly. For no reason. Wolf plan. The rubber gloves prove it. There's got to be something I can present here, though. I have no clue.
Taylor just hit the gritty. What a cool person.
Doubt you can see anything, but thanks. Yay, we hit 69. Look at that. We hit 69, guys. We did it. Quick, take the screenshot. 69. Woo. We did it. The funny number. Yippee. The funny number. Yeah, buddy. Give me a second. Gotta immortalize this. As we wait for the internet to come back. We back though? Hey, okay, Twitch is back. Thank you. Give me a second. As long as I can see it, I should be able to get your name as long as everything's not, insanely broken. I hope I'm saying it right, but Joni Taylor, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Sorry for the terrible internet. It's literally no clue what is causing it today, but, okay. Just in case it wasn't caught, the last thing that just happened was the fact that we have found. Yeah, it dropped for a moment. It's back on YouTube, but what we found out is that the knife was related to the gloves. The reason I wanted to try the knife was because the blood would have gotten on the gloves, so we gotta see those gloves. And I doubt this is going to be the thing that shows us the gloves, but sure, we might see it. Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell lunchboxes for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. What's with this case? The bloody murder weapon, red car, all belonging to the prosecutor there? The defendant is the chief prosecutor for the district. Mommy, are prosecutors bad people? Whoa, whoa. The defense has a request. We ask the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder. And that's why she's wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. Those gloves do indicate planning. Yeah. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon. Dun, dun, dun. Oh. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of the car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're gonna plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. War! No! My pocket spaghetti! It's all over the floor now! Order! Great, now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. Yeah, you should go to comedy. Should go into comedy, Edgeworth. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Bah! The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution needs to prove, nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would it... Okay, I couldn't see that. I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really? No? Angel's deduction. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim over all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. Oh, okay, you fucked up. The victim was summoned from the prosecutor's department to the... Does sound like a lot of premeditation, doesn't it? So, if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? In any case, the defense may now... Yeah, you fucked up. Do you not... I mean, I guess we're the only ones who know what the, killer did. A human machine, that's a contradiction. No, this is not what I wanted to do. Sorry. Deed's done. Yeah, several times. Short-tempered. That was fast as scientific fact. Add more wax. Yep. Okay, don't worry. Don't worry. None of that mattered. None of that is real. What's real is the fact that the autopsy report said it was one stab wound. You fucked up. You say she stabbed him again and again. But you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise. No, I don't want that. Ew, gross. What? No. I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this. But take a look. It's literally moss. Yeah, exactly. The autopsy report states that the death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. You're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, what the fuck? Hey, that's I found that. What a hunk. He's my hero, really. What about my objection? No one noticed? Well, witness. That was... Oh, God. You've got the crime scene set, right? Oh, my God, stop. I want you to die on the spot. I want you to be the murderer. Prediction right now, she's the murderer only because I want her to be. I want her to go to jail. Oh, thanks. I always believed that The kid who steals, you joke, and everyone laughs. Exactly. That's exactly what that was. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood on her breast. Why were you looking at her breasts? Splattered blood from her victim. She killed her. Yeah, no, I can already tell that she's probably the killer, but I really hate her. Even if she's not the killer, and she's just the worst witness to ever exist, I hate her. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify. ... Oh, here we go. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. What do you mean, red muffler? A red muffler? Yes, like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck. She can be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose. She's right? This guy was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? But wait, isn't it odd that you mistook that for splattered blood? Well, people often mistake my beard for a bib. A judge with a bib. That's why this place feels so much like a kindergarten sometimes. Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest. However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound. Apparently, Miss Starr isn't entirely sure of her own testimony. Mr. Wright, this is our chance. Chance for what, I wonder? Starr has turned out to be short-tempered as she looks better. Challenging her abilities as a detective set her off. The short wick burns out the fastest in a scientific fact. I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, I add more wax, and even a really long short wick will burn longer. Obviously, more scientific testing is required. Okay. It's gotta be this. Oh my god. Please do not tell me the picture shows that she's not wearing one. The picture shows she isn't wearing one. I meant to check it, not to actually throw it. Miss Starr, evident, the witness is clearly not suited for detective work. What? The suspect was not... Oh, come on! Oh my god! This man literally is stealing everything! What do you mean, let's go? He's stealing my work! I did this! I could steal joke. Everyone laugh. Exactly. Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. It's just one of those things where it's just like, he stole it. Only a professional lunch lady could be utterly clueless. Yeah. Congratulations. Perhaps you finally What? Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. What was my objection? Chopped liver? Exactly. But it was there. A scarf. No, not that, but something red, really. Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. What? Very well, witness. You're about to win. No, I'm not. We're not even close. We're just trying to, right now, prove that it wasn't premeditated. We have no proof that she didn't actually kill him. Not yet. We will, but not yet. Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. The most important part? The part where your sister stabs the victim. I'm sorry. I thought when it's blue text in between brackets that no one can hear him, but somehow she can hear him? Can she read minds? The next testimony might just be the moment of truth. Like, that right there, that's not in his mind. He's actually saying this out loud. Okay. I thought he's thinking this, but apparently he must be saying it out loud. Oh, I'm dying. Oh. This is the part of stream where I breathe myself some water and die. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind the partition off to her side. It's a 7-year-old who loves to interrupt everyone. She is a... Where do I show it? She is a 16-year-old, so you're not that far off. After the murder, the suspect attempts to run and hide behind a partition on her side. Yeah, I quickly caught her. Yeah, she is. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. No. She is 16. It says it right there. It says age 16. She is 16. She's not 17 at least. She is 16. No, she said... No. You catching cases. You are catching cases if you say that. She is 16. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had confused me in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made an escape. Sorry, not a mistake, an escape. Minor light. But against Angel Star, resistance is futile. It was 17 years. She's 16! They're not like us. Yeah. No, shut up! You are quite determined about the scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake, bite like a cobra. What? No! What? That's me, Angel Star. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a snake, a cobra is kind of a snake. Sorry, is a kind of snake. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. No thanks. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. I'm pretty sure... it is venomous, Emma. I think a scientist like you would understand that a snake's bite is venomous, not poisonous. Poisonous is when you eat something. Venomous is when it's injected into you. Get it right, Emma? You're never going to become a forensic investigator if you can't get this right. It was a 2004 game. Cut it some slack. No! This is 2017! We are in 2017 right now. We are not in 2004. This game actually, let me actually see when this came out, because this did not come out in this did not come out in 2004. 2004 is when the original game came out. This is the extra episode that was added for the DS. So, snake bites are not poisonous. They are venomous. There's a difference, Pixel. Snake bites are venomous, not poisonous. You're not eating a snake and dying from it. You're getting bitten by a snake and dying from it. There's a difference. But real quick, when did this version of the game come out? Because this is the DS version. Or this, this episode was added. I don't care, they're the same thing. No, they're two different things, actually. You really need to know they're two different things, because if you try... If anyone ever just goes like, I need to get an antidote for this poison, and they, actually needed an antidote for a venom, they're two different things. I'm pretty sure there are creatures that are both venomous and poisonous. Which means if you got bitten by that creature and said, I got its poison instead of its venom. Or sorry, it's venom instead of its poison. Whatever. IQ level above 5. I have a okay IQ level. I'm not going to say a good IQ level. I'm just going to say an okay one. I'm just going to say okay. I can't say I have a good one or like the best. No. I can say I'm not stupid at the least. So I know the difference between the two. But I still can't figure this out. Because I keep getting distracted. Phoenix Wright. DS remake. DS remaster? Ace Attorney remaster? When did that come out? When did it come out on the DS? Let's see. Phoenix Wright trilogy. When was the first game re-released? This is just gonna be... Yeah, give me a second! Yeah, just give me a second to figure this out. It's not gonna take that long. The Phoenix Wright. Aha! DS version. The DS version was released in... Okay, it was a year later. It was 2005. Whatever. It was released in 2005. It wasn't 2004. There was no point in doing that. It was 1 year later. Who cares? Okay, back to the game. Back to the... What are we doing? Yeah. Mr. Wright. Yeah, okay. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts are in vain. She knocked my hand aside, kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum? Hard to imagine. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will. Let me see. After the murder, ran behind the partition. I quickly caught her and explained her rights. Yes, when I arrested her, she managed in the muffler. That's what convinced me. I guess we're just gonna start pressing everything. I don't know where to start with this one. So where is this partition on the floor plan? I'm sure you mean this wall next to the car. That's right. There's a wall there, about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. And what did you do then? Okay, trying to press the next thing. Quickly caught her and explained her rights. You're saying quickly. Were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Okay, there's a chain link fence in the way. There's a... Presser, there's a chain link fence in the way. I'd like to see this floor plan just to be safe. There's a chain link fence in the way! Like, you think we're stupid? Would you phase through the chain link fence? She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here. That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes? Is that correct, Miss Starr? Yes, that's right. But there's a chain link fence in front of you. I went over it, of course. Amazing! The cough-up queen? Lunch lady athlete indeed. It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. She couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Yeah, that fence is about 9 feet high, too. So how did Miss Sky not get away? Oh yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. Okay, what? She mentioned the muffler. Exactly what did she say? If I remembered exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Just that one word. So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but someone else? Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Yeah, I know. You didn't miss much. We're still going through this. I'm gonna stop after the trial's done, just because I don't want to go through an entire, like, walk-around section with this problem going on. And, of course, next week we'll continue that. Tomorrow, hopefully, will be better. I'm gonna try to, like, unplug it, replug it, you know, do all the things I can to fix the internet. We'll see. I don't know what's doing it. I really don't know. Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Her phone? She can't mean. Ask further. By phone, do you mean this cell phone I discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately? My memory is like a salmon heading upstream, you see. No, the court doesn't see, Mr. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently, it was out of order. She used her cell phone? Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing. Yeah, dementia. Witness? Good witnessing. Whatever happened to good testifying? You should add this to your testimony. The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. On his cell phone, updated in the court record. Can't we just ask who she called? Literally, the girl right next to me? Emma? You can just ask her. What do you think? Do you think you can restate your testimony for the court? Aha! I was going to ask the same thing. I'll only say this one time. Listen close, rookies. The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. She picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. She pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. Yeah, you like vaulted over a fence. During that time, you climbed over the chain link fence. Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing that? What is it, Mr. Wright? Escape. What? Made to escape. Can you be more specific? She brushed aside my hand and ran. It was a terrible sight to see. Like a dollop of lard on a pate of foie gras. Huh. She even kicked over an oil drum at me. An oil drum? There was an oil drum lying at its side at the crime scene of the scene of the crime. Wow, damn. But strange. What's that? If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way? Reviewing the evidence and review the evidence and find contradictions. That's exactly what we're doing. The parking lot entrance. That's right. doesn't make any sense she would run from behind the partition to the oil drums. Excellent. More mysteries. Wish I could solve a few more before finding, though. So, Miss Sky, what can we run to? I'm sorry my sister is so suspicious, Mr. Wright. Not as sorry as I am. But she didn't do it. You have to believe me. Okay, so back to before when, Phoenix was like, hey, that could not be blood, that could be oil. Yeah, you mean like oil from the oil drum? Sure can. I saw it all. How she tried the phone on the wall, but it used her cell phone instead. How? How? How did you see it? How did you... How? Miss Star, I've concluded that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Sky. Objection! The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You, who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up. Ahem. Look at the floor plans. Just gonna crack it. The problem is, this is the first day of the trial. Never in the first day of the trial do we have the, like, person already picked out. Maybe in, like, the first trial? But that was the literal first trial to, like, train you how to play the game, the tutorial. I have a spoiler warning for you, Pixel. We're gonna save the game real quick. I have a spoiler warning. We're at save 10. How about you look at this save from 2023? That don't look right. that don't look right there. I'm not gonna go into the save file. I'm just saying, that says day 3. we're on day 2. there's more. There's more to this story. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Sky making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in Block B, you couldn't have seen it. What? Well, there goes her spaghetti again. Order! Order! What is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunches. She's coughing up lies! Grr. That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Somebody a touch of my spaghetti! Here, where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about what she saw. Where she saw it. The order of events. The order of events? She lied about the order of events. Miss Sky used the emergency phone before the murder. I see. I hadn't thought of that. That took the wind out of her sails. Mr. Wright, I hate to bother you while you're celebrating your victory, but why would anyone use the emergency phone before the murder? Huh? Just when you think he couldn't sink any lower, he amazes us. I applaud you, Mr. Wright. You ordered the orange peel lunchbox, right? No one is ordering that. I guess this. Oh, okay, I got the wrong one. Okay, well, there's another one. One more try. Learn. Tell us exactly. Yeah. Okay, we got this. Where she saw it. This guy tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Starr to lie about it. Pointless to lie. I see. But saying that the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone, it would mean Miss Starr witnessed the crime from a different location. Objection. A different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I've ever heard one. Objection. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All testimony we've heard up to now points in one direction. Okay, I'm gonna save before he flippin' makes me point to a specific location that I can't think of right now. I have two thoughts, and the one thought I have was she was in the security room. This is the only place where she could have been. The security guard room? Indeed, the security room is is in the underground parking lot. Oh my god, I can't read. Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are so many other places where she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime, and in the back of the partition, is here. I remember your testimony. You said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, right? Oh, babe. What? Well, Miss Starr? How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today, a man has gotten the better of Angel Starr. Order! Witness! What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky? Right? Doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? Doesn't make sense. Huh? She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. The truth still stands. No! Edgeworth, you dumbass! No, it doesn't! How could she have taken that photo and then later been in the security office, literally the instant after the crime happened? Huh? What? How was she in two places at once? That doesn't make any sense. Objection! Yeah, objection. Still stands. I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they are guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Huh? Me? Who else? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference, but what would change? Difference in lighting? No. Angle of view to the crime? Yes. Distance to the crime? Also yes. Distance to the crime? It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. My condolences, Mr. Wright. But one look at the floor plans is quite clear. The distance between the scene... Okay, great. I got the wrong one. Objection. What she saw is not in question here. What's the matter is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky? Well, witness? So I got it right. Okay, we're fine. You. Yes? You ordered the squid wheels, right? Shut the f... Stop this act! Quality of my lunches have gone from low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Boysenberry for your boyfriend. Onion rings. No, it's calamari, but okay. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. Curvy fries? You mean curly fries? What curvy fries? And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked, I couldn't open it. Oh, Lord! You're telling me you ran... That's why I went to the visitors parking in Block B. You had to go all the way around? That's quite a detour. Yeah, what the... What? Probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. 5 minutes? Jeez! This changes things considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. You have a point. And the spork is a wonderful invention. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely! Mr. Wright, you have to do something. Do I have any evidence to stop this? Yeah! Objection. 5 minutes between witnessing the murder and the arrest? Think about it. You can make pasta in the amount of time. If you like it al dente, why are you also doing stupid food puns? I've got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Isn't that a little peculiar? Strange. Dr. Strange? If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. Miss Sky waddled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Yargin! There goes her lunches again. She keeps dropping those things. Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. Wait, that's it? The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go? Unfortunately, it appears I have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. we had a person that was, like, really close to having one. He, like, foamed up at the mouth. That was too close. I'm afraid the Cough-Up Queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. Hold it! Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? Again? Sorry, is she trying to say that this court case isn't open? This day isn't over because of something? Mr. Fritz in EPL? What? Huh? What are you talking about? EPL? What the heck is EPL? Who's Mr. Fritz? Ramen noodles? What are we talking about? This is the squid wheels. That's the one she tried to frost off on me. I prefer not to take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. Episode uno. Who was it? Oh, my God. You said EPL. You meant EP1. Sorry. It wasn't that you said EPL either. You said EP1. I'm seeing it. The font on the stream looked like an L for a 1, which is stupid. Mr. Fritz. Yeah, no, I don't know who Mr. Fritz is. Still. Who's Mr. Fritz? There was no Mr. Fritz in episode 1? Huh? Fritz? You had like 4 characters in that one. You had Mia, you had Nick, you had Phoenix, and you had Who Done It? Mr. I Saw It. Mr. Saw It. There we go. You had Mr. Saw It, and then I guess you had Winston Payne. But yeah, no, none of those were Fritz. I don't know. I believe it was like literally the last episode. I could be wrong, but I think Von Karma like foamed up at the mouth at a certain point. Could be wrong about that. That could have been someone else. Yeah, somebody foamed up. A lot of people have foamed up at the mouth, but I think he was the last one to do it. I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. What was that? Please play. I gotta go beat a couple. Well, we're almost done anyway, so yeah. My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Star. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Woohoo! A triple-decker! Out of deference to the witness's determination, I will allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's she going to pull out of her lunchbox this time? Decisive evidence. So she just bribed the judge and got away with it. Great. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes were when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's. The other blood type matched the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. The shoe proves it's flawless, decisive evidence. What? What? There was blood found on that shoe? Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple. As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And? You had blood tests performed? Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Is that right, Mr. Wright? Seems so. Mr. Edgeworth looking pretty sullen. You could at least study some evidence law, really. The prosecution complaints notwithstanding, it appears this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you've yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. Victim's shoe added to the court record. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Here we go. I guess we can look at this shoe. Yep, that looks like a shoe to me. The blood. It's my sister's, right? It appears so. Lana's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. It must have been when she cut herself at the time of the crime. Poor sis. Okay, what about the bottom of the shoe? Ah! There's blood here, too! The sole? The shoe? It's got to be the victim's. He must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood. All this blood, it's horrible. This blood might be an important clue. So he stepped in his own blood? How? The victim's shoe. Did I not bring it up? There are 2 types of blood found on his shoe. One was, of course, the victim's. The other type matched the defendant. It's Lana Sky. The shoe proves it. It's flawless. Decisive evidence. Well, I'm gonna save, of course. No, I don't want to look at that. I'm gonna save. Okay. Can I present the shoe to this thing? No, it doesn't. I can already tell it does not. Back to it. Okay, we're gonna just start pressing. Why did you lie about those 5 minutes? I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results. How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very eyes. Compared to the 5-minute blank means nothing. Then why didn't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy and vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing, manipulating evidence. The screen went black and I legit thought you ended the stream. No. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. No, I save scummed. This is when the suspect is admitting she did it. Also, the screen doesn't go black, it goes rainbow colored. We'll see. I can't remember the name of the screen, but it's like the opposite of what the static screen looks like. It's the one where, like, let's say a broadcast is interrupted. It usually puts whatever screen it's called up. It's like a sensor screen or something, but it's a bunch of colors. But false testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. Let's get this over with. Okay. And now, no matter did I not bring this up? And you found the shoe. Detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. So an ill-trained pooch snuck off the shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. The shoe was my secret weapon, if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. Happy for you and your lunch bag, really. In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now tell us the next thing you did. So you brought it to the forensics department. If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need to prove it. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensic expert. She got away with a little coup because she used a detective. The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it. Well, the man was stabbed after all. And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman? As I said, there were 2 types found. The type was along the sky. Okay. You can't say for sure that the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, Rookie? Huh? Well, speak up. Oh, well, blood comes in 4 types. A, B, O, and AB. God, this game's old. No, it doesn't. It comes in multiple, more types than that. It comes in, whoa, it definitely comes in more types than that. In terms of, like, base typing, yeah, of course it comes in that. But there's like O positive and O negative and AB. I think there's AB positive. I could be wrong about that one, but I'm pretty sure there's more than just those 4. Not in terms of letters, but in terms of variety. You can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types. Yeah, millions of types with all blood types out there. Which means we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just one person. Or so I hear. That's pretty specific. If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. But they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone but Miss Longskies. So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe. That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. I was afraid he was going to say that. The shoe proves it. Okay. I can't let this evidence go through without a fight. You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? No, I didn't. Sounds like it... Wait, some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She is enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe? A problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? Yeah. If I'm not imagining things. I'd say there's one critical problem with the evidence. A clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'll give you a peppered fish guts now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What's the contradiction made about the testimony? Show us the problem with this evidence. It's the blood on the bottom of the shoe.
Take that!
I wonder if you noticed, there's blood on the bottom of this shoe. Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be blood on the bottom of my shoe. Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What possible contradiction... what could possibly be the contradiction about the blood on the bottom of his shoe. Die within an hour. I guess the fact that there's no blood on the bottom, like bling in this photo. The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? Note the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there's no trace of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about the shoe. The picture only shows part of the floor. So there could have been bloody footprints. Objection. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Order, order, order! Well, witness? What? Huh? Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask, why wasn't there a footprint? Oh, that's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright, think. What's 17 more years? Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? Hold it. I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There's one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. Well, what are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hand aside and kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Yeah, what about that? I thought that it was a strange thing for a normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that? I'm not sure. I like your attitude, Mr. Wright. Or Edgeworth. Whoops. I'm usually the one talking with her, so it's weird that I'm not. Though, apparently, you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness. Well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum, kicked over by the chief prosecutor, was brimming with water. What water? What does that mean? Still don't get it, Mr. Wright? Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Aha! You don't mean. Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her. Then why does the photo not have it? No, but why does the photo not have it? But why does the photo not have it? The bloodstains left on the shoe tie her quite clearly to this murder. And after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs. Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. That reminds me, this guy's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe? Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something, please. What can I do? You can do a lot. Your sister has confessed to the crime, and she tried to conceal it. But enough. There's no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. But Angel Star is on the prosecution's side. She could have been lying about the water. This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. Hold it. Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Just say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought you'd have your fill. But here you are, demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence. Wait, don't tell me you have something else. The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments, and you will be held in contempt of court. Your threats don't scare the Catholic Queen. Look at this. Photograph. Oh my god, another photograph? You're watching YouTube recommended me your streams. Oh, thanks. Photograph. I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest. The white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I have no room for error in this evidence. Mr. Wright, wait! Look at the asphalt in the photo. Hey, it's clearly wet. Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed away with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. There's gotta be something wrong here. Give me a second. There's something wrong with oh, we can't see that photo. We're not allowed to see it. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. Sorry, Mia. Right. Wet or not. Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. This is the last piece of evidence. Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
Objection!
Yeah, here we go. Your Honor, wait! What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. That'd be too late. Look at this photograph. The last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, Rick, are you saying there's a problem with the latest piece of evidence? Yeah. Think that later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem with this photograph. What's wrong with this photograph? Okay, well, there's multiple issues. Like, there's this thing here. There's the shoe being from the wrong foot, I think. Unless that is the right foot. Is that the right foot? I don't know. Well, let's give it this thing right here. The problem is this photograph is here. What is this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Wait just a moment. Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor? You just said Muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photo. Muffler is also a part of a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe. I see. And I see. What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Objection. No, she talked about a muffler. Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. What? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think the piece in the cloth in the muffler is related to this case. Miss Starr, recall your testimony for the court. Yeah, I forgot about the muffler being added to the court record, so luckily I saw that in the phone. Ah, yes, when I was arrested, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in the earlier testimony. Muffler. Arg. Yerg. Could it be the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh. Whoa. Well, it seems we'll have to suspend the proceedings. Sus! 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 Among Us! Sus! Sus! Among Us! Sus! Suspend! Sus! Sus! I can't not. Sus! Sorry, let me get a better... Discord. Memes. That's where we'll put it. Sus! Oh my god! 10 minutes. We just spent 10 minutes saying sus and Among Us over and over. Among Us! Among Us! Sus! Among Us reference! Years before Among Us came out. I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Whew, that was close. But we made it, at least for now. The court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. He's still hungry? I mean, other than the fact that I did have to, like, sit here for a bit, to be continued. I was right. These trial scenes are way longer. I mean, it's the extra chapter, and it's the one they added for the remake, so makes sense. That's the screen I was talking about before. I mean, it doesn't have the, like, line across the bottom that they normally have, but it's still a bunch of colors. Boop. Ending screen. Here we are. Okay, so, my God, was that a mess. But we made it to the end. Hopefully, the YouTube video has enough footage. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, it's not like the worst viewing experience ever, but it's not going to be the best. Well, I will see you tomorrow for Shivers. Shivers is going to be really nice. I haven't actually, played it on stream, and I haven't played it in years. I have tested it, so I have played like a little bit of the first section, just so that I could. Do note that. But other than that, that's it. It does look like. Let me see if the voting's done yet or not. But it does look like Saturdays starting after tomorrow are going to be analog horror react streams. That's going to be easy for me, but it's going to be really fun too because I get to see a lot of analog horror I haven't actually watched before. I can't wait. But as always, I thank the people who were here. I mean, people who chatted. Thank you, Geo, for being here. Thank you, Sasuke100. Thank you, Pixel. Thank you, Echoes. And I think Geo is also on this side as well. I don't think there was anyone else on the YouTube side today, which is all good. And then I guess the last thing is to, again, thank the follower. We reached 69. Isn't that a funny number? Funny number. Yeah. Joni Taylor, thank you for the follow. I can't believe we made it to 69 followers. I just can't. I'm glad people enjoy watching the content. I thank you all. But I'll see you all tomorrow for Shivers. We saw at the beginning of the week a really newer, well, I mean, it's 4 years old at this point, but it's a newer point-and-click game. And tomorrow, you'll see was it a 29-year-old? 29-year-old point-and-click game. Because it came out in 1995. But I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day, and peace.